Hello everyone. In this class, we are going to deal with a important concept in the second chapter, that is nothing but theory of consumer behavior. In the previous classes, we discussed so far the important concepts like who is a consumer and how he will behave in the market and what about utility and all we discussed. So while we are dealing with utility, first of all, what is utility? The want satisfying power of the want satisfying capacity of a product, that is known as utility. So now how utility can be measured? In two ways the utility can be measured. One will be cardinal utility approach, the second one will be ordinal utility approach. So in this class, let us discuss the first approach of measuring utility, that is cardinal utility analysis. Cardinal utility analysis. This approach is developed by Marshall. This approach is cardinal utility approach is developed by Marshall. So what is cardinal utility here? What is cardinal utility analysis? See, if the utility of a product is measured by using the numerical numbers, that is known as cardinal utility analysis. So means here utility can be measured in a numerical values. Here utility can be measured in a numerical values, that is known as cardinal utility analysis. Example, the utility of this shirt will be 50 utils. So we can say that example will be 10 utils, 20 utils. You can call it as a utils, 20 utils, 30 utils, 40 utils and 50 utils. So now utility of each product we are measuring through the numerical values, that is known as cardinal utility analysis. What is that? Cardinal utility analysis. Simply remember, if the utility of a product is measured through the numerical values, numerical values means here numbers, that is known as cardinal utility analysis. This approach is developed by Marshall. Alfred Marshall developed cardinal utility analysis. Now, while we are dealing with cardinal utility analysis, two important measures of utility we must know. Two important measures of utility. What are those? First one will be total utility. Second one is marginal utility. Total utility as well as marginal utility, these are the two important measurements of the concept like utility. First of all, what is total utility? Total utility. Total utility is nothing but the total amount of satisfaction. The total amount of satisfaction. The total amount of satisfaction derived from consuming the amount of commodities. This is a very important definition, you must note it down. Total utility, the total amount of satisfaction derived from consuming the amount of commodities. Commodities means what here? Goods, products. So now the total amount of satisfaction deriving after consumption of amount of commodities, that is known as total utility. Example, you consumed 20 products, 20 goods, 20 commodities. Through the 20 commodities, you got 50 utilities. This is known as a total utility. Means the total amount of satisfaction derived from consuming the amount of commodities, that is known as total utility. Very, very important. I hope you are clear with this definition. The total amount of satisfaction derived from consuming the amount of commodities. Example, you are consumed a 10 commodities. From the 10 commodities, how much satisfaction you got, that is known as total utility. What is that? Total utility. So now we can say that total utility always derives from the amount of consuming a particular product. Total utility always derived from consuming the amount of commodities, the total amount of commodities. Example, total utility of x equal to we can say that total n number of consumption. So we can say that nth consumption of commodity X means n number of times you consumed the commodity X, that is known as the total utility. The n number of times consumed the commodity X, that is known as the total utility X. See, you are clear, right? Total utility is nothing but the total amount of satisfaction derived from consuming the amount of commodities, that is known as total utility. Total utility of a X product is the total nth consumption of a commodity X. Means commodity X you consumed n number of times, that is known as total utility. So now the second important concept, that is marginal utility. Marginal utility. So marginal utility. What is marginal utility? We can say that the rate of change in total utility, due to change in what we can say that due to change in consumption. See, the rate of change in total utility. The rate of change in total utility due to change in we can say that consumption. This what we can call it as marginal utility. The rate of change in total utility. So means there is a change in total utility due to the change in consumption, that is known as marginal utility. So shall we take one example? So what we can call it as marginal utility. So 4 bananas, total utility is 28. Total utility is 28. Total utility is 28. So now, if you are consumed one more banana, 5th bananas, 5 bananas, total utility is 30. Total utility is 30. You are clear with this example? From 4 bananas, you got 28 utilities of total utility, and after consuming 5th banana, you got a total utility of 30. So now here, how we can measure marginal utility? So here, marginal utility of 5th banana equal to marginal utility equal to total utility of 5th banana minus total utility of 4th. Means total utility of 5th banana how much here? 30. Total utility of 4th how much? 28. So what is the remaining 2? Here 2 will be the marginal utility. See, you can observe the definition once, right? The rate of change in total utility due to change in consumption. See here, the consumption will be increases from the 4th banana to 5th banana. The total utility will be increases from 28 to 30. So how much change here? Only 2. That 2 it is known as marginal utility. That's what I told to you. Marginal utility. Marginal utility equal to see here, marginal utility of 5th banana equal to total utility of 5th banana minus total utility of 4th banana. Here total utility of 4th will be how much? 5th will be 30 minus 28, that is 2. That is known as marginal utility of 5th banana. So we can say that marginal utility of n, marginal utility of nth is nothing but total utility of n minus total utility of n minus 1. This is the formula to calculate the marginal utility. So just go through the definition. The rate of change in total utility. The rate of change in total utility due to change in the consumption. Example, you consumed 4 goods. 1 total utility you got. So after consuming one more product, how much utility will be changing? That is known as marginal utility. So you can clear this definition with the following example. Here, after consumption of 5th banana, you got 2 more extra utility. That is known as marginal utility. What is that? Marginal utility. So marginal utility is always derives from total utility. Marginal utility always derives from total utility. So now we are going to deal with a very important theory in cardinal utility analysis. So it is all about, today we are discussing the topic what? Cardinal utility analysis. Cardinal utility analysis. So a very important theory in the cardinal utility analysis, that is law of diminishing marginal utility. A very important theory for your examination point of view. Law of diminishing marginal utility. Okay, let me start this theory with a small example. You can decide what happens to you. Example, you are feeling more thirsty. So first of all, you have taken 1 glass of water. Your thirstiness will be decreased somewhat. Again you have taken 2nd glass of water, 3rd glass of water, 4th glass of water, 5th glass of water and 6th glass of water. Continuously you are taking without any gap. And moreover, similarly, at the same point of time, you are not taking any another product. What will happen? Yes, what will happen? See, you are drinking glass what we can say that more number of water again and again without any gap. What will happen to you? Finally, you will feel what we can say that vomit. So here, marginal utility, what happens? After consuming 1 extra glass of water again and again without any gap, marginal utility will be decreased. That is all about law of diminishing marginal utility. So here, what is the law of diminishing marginal utility? Marginal utility of consuming additional commodity. Marginal utility of consuming additional commodity decrease as its consumption as its consumption increases. As its consumption increases. Marginal utility of consuming additional commodity. Marginal utility of consuming additional commodity decreases as its consumption increases. That is known as law of diminishing marginal utility. Here, other things remain a constant means the consumption of other products. Here it is the assumption. Consumption of other product is constant. Consumption of other product is constant. It is known as assumption. Without this assumption, this theory can't be applicable. See again, I repeat. Law of diminishing marginal utility, right? What is the theory describes? Marginal utility of consuming additional commodity. By consuming one additional commodity will decrease. Additional commodity marginal utility will be decreased as its consumption will be increased. That is all about the definition of the theory. So here, what is assumption? Consumption of other product is constant. Example, you are taking water whenever you are feeling thirsty. At that time, you are consuming only water, no other product. That is the assumption of this theory. If this assumption is not there, means the theory cannot be applicable. That is the reason why in economics all the theories are depending upon some assumptions only. So now let us discuss this theory in a tabular format, tabular information. Now we can consider that commodity. Commodity, total utility, marginal utility. Total utility and marginal utility. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Commodity 1, commodity 2, commodity 3, like that. So here we can say that 12, 18, 22, 24, again 24, 26. You can say that 22, 22. So now here I am taking commodity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and total utility will be 12, 18, 22, 24, 24, 22. Is it clear? Now marginal utility. Marginal utility will be 12. Here marginal utility of the next one means second commodity, it will be 6, and after that it will be 4, again it will be 2 and 2 and minus 2, 12, 6, 2, 2, 2 as well as minus 2. So now you may get one doubt, right? How marginal utility will be derived? Remember carefully. Marginal utility always derives from total utility. So we can say that the rate of change in marginal utility equal to rate of change in total utility divided by change in quantity. Change in quantity. Marginal utility equal to rate of change in total utility by we can say that change in quantity. Change in quantity. Here we can consider that first one, rate of change in total utility. First product total utility how much? 12. Rate of change in total utility. First product total utility 12. Rate of change in quantity only 1. So equal to 12 only. 12 I am taken. You are clear, right? See here. What is the formula to calculate marginal utility? Rate of change in total utility by change in quantity. Rate of change in quantity. Here change in total utility 12 here. change in quantity 1. So 12 by 1 equal to 12. Now second product we can consider. Rate of change in total utility. How much change here? Don't take 18. 12 to 18. How much difference is there? 6 difference is there. So now 6 by here. How many product will be changed? 1 to 2. That is 1. That is 6. You are clear, right? See here, total utility from first product to second product, that is change in 6. How many commodity changed here? Only 1. The difference between first commodity and second commodity, extra 1 product. So here 6 by 1, that is 6. After that, total utility of third product. What is the difference in between 18 to 22? 4. 4 by 1, 4. After that again, here the difference between 22 and 24, 2. 2 by 1, 2. Likewise, marginal utility will be derived. Here we have taken 6 commodities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And after that we have taken total utility, that's 12, 18, 22, 24, 24 and 22. So now marginal utility 12, 6. See, I am already told you what is the formula to calculate marginal utility. This is the formula we have to be considered. So marginal utility 12, 6, 4, 2, 2 and minus 2. So that is all about. Now let us consider some of the relations here. Observe the table carefully here. Consider first of all total utility. Total utility will be, what we can say, that increasing. Total utility will be increasing. 12 to 18, 18 to 22, 20 to 24 and after that. So now we can say that marginal utility will be decreases. Marginal utility will be decreases with increasing consumption. Marginal utility will be decreases with increasing in consumption. Let us find out some of the analysis by using this table. First of all, consider the first point. Marginal utility of 3 is lesser than marginal utility of second commodity. Marginal utility of 3, how much here? Marginal utility of 3, third commodity is 4. So now it is lesser than marginal utility of second commodity. Marginal utility of second commodity is how much? 6. So here marginal utility of third commodity is lesser than marginal utility of second commodity. I hope you are clear with this point, right? Next. So we can consider marginal utility, total utility is increasing in decreasing rate. Total utility is increasing in decreasing rate. Now total utility is increasing, correct or not? Yes, it is increasing. 12 to 18, 18 to 22, 20 to 24, 24 to 24 and 22. Correct or not? So what is the point here? Total utility is increasing but it is in decreasing order. How? The variation between 12 to 18, how much? 6. The difference between 12 to 18, 6. The difference between 18 to 22 is 4. The difference between 22 to 24, that is 2. The difference between 20 to 24 to 24, 0. And this will be minus 2. So now here, total, until some extent, total utility is increasing but in decreasing order. You can observe that 6 it is increasing and 4 and 2 and 0. So here total utility is increasing, it is in a decreasing rate. And we can say that I am already told you, right, how marginal utility will be derived. Marginal utility is derives rate of change in total utility by change in quantity. So how much change in total utility due to change in one additional unit of commodity. Example, here total utility is 12 by consuming first commodity. One more commodity is increased 2. Total utility is how much here? 18. Means how much differentiation will be there? 6. That is known as the marginal utility. And after that, when total utility is maximum, at that time, we can say that marginal utility, here 2 not there, it is 0. Marginal utility is 0. When total utility is maximum, what about the marginal utility? Marginal utility will be 0. Marginal utility 0. And when total utility will be decreasing, when total utility is decreasing, marginal utility become negative. So here when total utility is decreasing, marginal utility negative. So here we can say that total utility will be decreased from 24 to 22. Marginal utility becomes a negative. So now consider here, when total utility is reaches to maximum. Here what is the maximum number? 24, right? So at that time, what is the marginal utility? 0. How it will be derived? Change in total utility. How much change is? 0 only, no change. So 0 by 1 equal to 0. I hope you are very clear, right? So when total utility is maximum, at that time marginal utility becomes a negative. It is all about known as, that is the concept, means by consuming additional commodities, whatever the utility derives from marginal commodity, that decreases. That is all about the law of diminishing marginal utility. So here you are consuming first product, and after the second product, third product, fourth product, without any gap. In the same manner, you are consuming only one product. At that time, marginal utility will be decreases. That is all about law of diminishing marginal utility. So now let us see how like the curve position will be here. We can consider that. So now this is a total utility curve. This is marginal utility. Total utility and marginal utility. Observe, when the total utility will be increasing, marginal utility will be decreases. When total utility will be reaches to maximum, marginal utility will become a 0. You can understand the definition in between the difference in between total utility and the marginal utility through this diagram. So when total utility will be increasing, marginal utility will be decreasing. When total utility is reaches to maximum, marginal utility becomes a 0, and total utility will be decreasing. At the time, marginal utility becomes a negative. It is all about the theory, law of diminishing marginal utility. This theory states about the marginal utility of consuming one additional unit of commodity. Decreases as its consumption will be increased. That is known as law of diminishing marginal utility. Here what is the assumption? The consumption of other product is constant, that is known as a assumption. So this is a very important theory that will becomes under cardinal utility analysis, that is law of diminishing marginal utility. Just you can observe this theory in your practical life without any gap. Continuously you are consuming one product means finally what happen? Whatever the marginal utility is derives from extra unit, that will be decreases. That is all about this theory. Okay, students, in this class we discussed cardinal utility analysis. In that cardinal utility analysis we discussed total utility as well as marginal utility, and after that we discussed a very important theory, that is nothing but law of diminishing marginal utility. So this is all about today's class. We will meet again in the next class to discuss another important topics in the same chapter, theory of consumer behavior. Thank you. Have a nice day.